Donald Sobel switched publishers with this book, hence the new illustrator. Like the previous books, every chapter has an illustration, except for chapters 4 and 9, their illustrations are kept in the back of the book with the solutions. I guess they thought those illustrations had spoilers in them.
Argofont Book Review, Argofont Book Review.
Case 1. Salvatore built a large mousetrap and put it in front of City Hall. While leaving, he hit his head and he worried he would be arrested. So he ran away and hid the key in a trash box in the sub-basement. He pressed the up button to summon the elevator and left on the ground floor. Where is the key? The solution is that if you're on the bottom floor of a building, there's only an up button. There are never up and down buttons on the bottom floor. Since there was a down button, Salvatore wasn't on the bottom floor. This is a good mystery solution, but there's a huge problem. We never got told there was a down button for the elevator. The story only mentions the up button. It doesn't say there was also a down button there, so I'm giving this case 0 points. It totally left out the clue that's crucial to the solution. Case 2. Bugs Meany took a boy's lamp in exchange for philosophy lessons. Oh dear, if you're paying Bugs Meany to make you smarter, you've got problems. Bugs says they loaded a lamp in the back of the truck. When the truck stopped, the lamp flew over the back and smashed against the ground. How do we know he's lying? Cars don't work like that. If a car stops suddenly, everything in the car is pitched forward, not backwards. Case 3. Edsel Wagonbottom likes catching food in his mouth, so he asks Sally to throw grapes in his mouth for 2 hours. I don't know what's weirder, Wagonbottom's hobby or his last name. He asks them for a challenge. They tie him up with a hose so he can't move as well. Bugs Meany shows up with the police at this point. Apparently it's illegal to throw grapes at people in this town. Edsel claims he's been tied up for hours. Encyclopedia says he can prove that's wrong. How? He turns on the hose. If the hose was in the sun for hours, the water would be warm. I say it depends on the hose. The internet was almost 50-50 on this case, so half a point. Case 4. Someone sabotages the local left-handers club by calling the police and saying, "There's a lion in the building, oh, better evacuate the building and cancel the club meeting." I don't know why somebody hates the left-handers club so much, it's ridiculous. In any case, there are only 3 people who had access to the phones. One has a left hand that's more sunburned than the right, one's left sideburn is longer than the right one, and one has short pants. Who is the culprit? Mr. Sideburn is the culprit. He's only pretending to be left-handed. We know this because right-handed people always cut their right sideburn higher. No, that is not true. The internet agrees with me. This is wrong. Case 5. Otis has a job fetching golf balls from a lake. Helga claims she found all the golf balls after diving for an hour. She shows off her smooth fingertips and fancy manicure, which is practically begging to be exposed as a culprit. I thought the solution was that her manicure would be messed up after swimming for an hour. No! The solution is that an hour of swimming would make her skin wrinkled. That's also a good solution. Case 6. Remember last book where we had an upside-down witness? We've got another one today, only this time the witness was looking into a mirror, so he was upside down and backwards. He saw robbers go into a store with 2 words that he could read. Unfortunately, the witness is an idiot, so he doesn't remember which store or which words he saw. The signs in that part of town read "Choice Cod," "Bargains, Bargains," "Summer Sale," and "Prices Slashed." Which store did the culprits enter? The fish store. The words he could read were "Choice Cod." That's because the letters B, C, D, E, H, I, and O can be read upside down and backwards. I had no idea that was the case. I think the reason is that the top half of the letters are a mirror image of the bottom half. I don't know. See, when I hold the book upside down and look in a mirror, this trick totally works. But when I use a computer to make the text upside down and backwards, it doesn't work at all. So I asked the internet. Wow, who are all these people who read books upside down in mirrors? Huh? Well, it's still not a two-thirds majority, so half a point. Case 7. Wilfred Wiggins claims he invented square eggs. He doesn't show anyone the egg, but everyone believes him anyway, because this town is full of idiots. Wilfred brings a man with a parachute. He says the man is going to jump out of an airplane with the egg to show off how strong it is. He asks everyone for money so they can rent the airplane. How do we know he's lying? Well, the man only has one parachute. Real skydivers have two. True, but it's entirely possible he's going to put the second one on later. Survey says half point. Case 8. Someone has been secretly feeding Lucy's pigs, so they will be too heavy to perform tricks. The culprit broke into their kitchen last night, and a half hour later, the culprit's car was towed away. They didn't notice the culprit's car parked in their driveway? Odd. The culprit left behind a piece of paper with the words pig iron on it. What does the paper mean? The culprit called his friend to ask for a tow, so it's a phone number. The culprit simply swapped out numbers for letters. I can't help but notice this is the second case with Lucy's Pigs where the solution involves letters for telephone numbers. That feels a little derivative. Case 9. Cosimo is showing off a ball of twine at a hobby show. Someone steals his twine because it's favored to win the competition. Encyclopedia notes the culprit measured the size of the twine ball by making scratches on the table. All the scratches are 6 1/8 inches apart. The suspects are John the money collector, Tom the model shipbuilder, and Charles the baseball card collector. Who is the culprit? John the money collector. Dollar bills are 6 1/8 inches wide. John would know that. He would? Really? Internet, what do you say? Oh, you say no one would know that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Case 10. The PTA has put Bugs Meany in charge of a raffle. Wow, I thought the PTA was smarter than that. Encyclopedia finds it suspicious that Bugs is drinking from a soda can, even though he has a thermos under his seat. Hey, maybe the thermos is full of soup. Did you think of that, Encyclopedia? The raffle winner is decided when a blindfolded person picks a ping pong ball out of a box at random. Bugs cheats so his friend will win the prize. How did they cheat? He froze the ping pong ball ahead of time and he kept it cold in his thermos, and so he had his buddy just reach around in the box until he found the cold ping pong ball. This is easily proven when the PTA person touches the winning ping pong ball. The PTA person is far too nice to point out this is simply a variation on Case 3's the hose must be warm solution. I think this is the lowest score I've ever given an Encyclopedia Brown book. I give Encyclopedia Brown number 14. Encyclopedia Brown carries on a 5.5 out of 10.